Hi Danish learner, welcome back to my channel, Danish Matters. I'm Tina Baga, your Danish friend and tutor. If you're new here, Danish Matters is all about the Danish language and the Danish culture and sometimes the mix between the two. And this is to help foreigners in Denmark navigate their lives here because, as I hear, the Danish language is very difficult to learn and our culture is sometimes not that easy to understand. So this is what I do on this channel, and please like and subscribe if you would like to be here. And if you would like to support my work, you can go to the link down below for buying me a coffee and support me with whatever amount you like, small or big. And I would very much appreciate that support because that makes me be able to keep on keeping on making videos. So thank you very much for following and maybe for also supporting Danish Matters. Now, I previously made a video on the words hjem and hjemme and how we use those words, how they're conjugated, what they mean, and so on. So today is sort of a continuation of that, that is with other words that are conjugated the same way. And those words are in, up, ud, ned, and hen. And I'm just going to show you on paper sort of illustrations that I have made. If you want to note it down, then pause the video and check out my little drawing here. It's nothing fancy, nothing is on this channel. You will see in time, but this is what I have been drawing. So I don't know if you can see, I usually use paper, I reuse paper, so you can actually see that I have crossed something out at the back. I hope you're able to see what I'm showing here anyway. I'm going to talk to you about it too, yeah? So pause the video if you want to note this down, if you haven't already while I've been talking. So, if we talk about the word in, it means to be in, to be inside, and that is a very short form, IND, yeah? As you could see on my little sketch drawing document. And I have made a little dot and then an arrow and then a square, meaning that you are at the dot and you would like to go in somewhere. The somewhere is the square. And the arrow is actually because in is a direction kind of word. Yeah, it means you are not inside yet, but you are going to be. So you are headed toward being inside. Yeah, you're making a movement. You are active and you are going somewhere. You're going in, you're going inside. If you are inside, it's with an E at the end, as you could see on my little sketch. In or in, sometimes when we speak fast, yeah, if you've been here long enough, you will have noticed that already. We cut endings, we eat syllables, as we call it in Danish. Vi spiser stavelser. We eat syllables. So there's a lot in our words, in the spelling, that we just don't say or that we say in a different way. Yeah. So either we would say inne or in, and that is when you are inside some sort of frame. And I'm not just saying this because this word is in or inne. It is also that for the other words, the longer version of the other words, that is. Yeah. It means that you are inside some sort of frame. It doesn't mean that it can't be outside. It can, but the frame could be a forest or a street or a festival or a city or a country. Yeah? Okay. So you use it when you are moving, when you are actively going from one place to another. You're not there yet. Yeah? You're just moving. You're actively going somewhere. In, moving, in, you are inside, that's the cross, you are inside somewhere, yeah? Or you are in a place, in a city, in a country, in a forest, yeah. Same thing goes with up, and I made this little arrow. You are the dot, you're going up for something. It could be a floor in a story of a building. That is kind of what I've tried to illustrate, but it could be anything, yeah? You could be up on a chair, reaching for something. You could be up on a hill. It could also be something abstract, yeah? But it's the direction, it's actively moving up, yeah? So for the first one, and I forgot to give you an example for in, I could say, first off, I could just say, jeg går ind. I'm going in, I'm going inside. It could be my home, my workplace, wherever, Tivoli, yeah? The zoo. And I could say, jeg går ind til min familie. I'm going inside to my family, wherever inside that is, yeah? And I am inside would be the longer version. Jeg er inde hos min familie. Yeah? Same thing with up. Jeg går op på første sal. Jeg går op på bakketoppen, the hilltop. Ja? Jeg er oppe på første sal. Jeg er oppe på bakketoppen. So oppe is the more static kind of conjugation, yeah? You are there now. You are within some sort of frame, the frame now being the hill or the first floor. Could be anything, yeah? Jeg går ud. That is the square and an arrow going away from the square because you have been somewhere and now you're going out, you're going outside, you're moving yourself. It's a direction word, it's the short form again, yeah? From some place to another place, one place to the other. You're leaving something, yeah? Jeg går ud. Jeg går ud i haven. I'm leaving my home, my house, my apartment, and I'm going out into the yard, into the garden. Jeg går ud i haven. Jeg er ude i haven. Yeah? So note here, I'm using the verb er. Yeah? That's often the verb that would be used. Yeah? For the longer ones, for the more static ones, for the ones that are within some sort of frame. Yeah? Jeg er ude i haven. At my little sketch, I drew a tree just to illustrate. Now you're outside. It could be something that is actually more abstractly. Yeah? Jeg er ude og gå en tur. Yeah. Actively doing something, but you are ude, actually sort of in barracks. Jeg er ude i naturen og gå en tur. I'm out in nature going for a walk. Jeg er ude med vennerne. I'm out with my friends. We would assume that when you're out with your friends, you could actually be indoors, but you're still out. Out of what? Normally, out of your home. Yeah? Jeg er ude med vennerne. It could be at a bar, at a disco, at a festival, at a concert, at a play, at a museum. It could be anything. Yeah? Jeg er ude, just out of something. Yeah? And that something is then a frame where you are, where you just happen to be. Yeah? Jeg går ned. You are the dot and you're going down. It could be in a building. Jeg går ned i stuen. Stuen here meaning the ground floor. Stuen can also mean a living room. The living room. The ground floor. It means both, yeah? In Denmark, we would say that what is at street level would be the ground floor. That is what it is to us. So sort of like floor zero in a way, yeah? So first floor to us is the one that you have to move yourself upstairs to go to. It is not what is at level with the street, yeah? So, jeg går ned. It could also be jeg går ned i kælderen. I'm going down into the basement, down into the cellar. Jeg går ned ad trappen. I'm going down the stairs. Jeg går ned ad bakken. I'm going down the hill, abstractly or physically. I hope only physically. And so on and so forth. I think you get the idea, yeah? The static one would be jeg er nede. Jeg er nede i stueetagen. Jeg er nede i stuen. I'm down at the ground floor. The ground floor. Jeg er nede. Sometimes I would actually say, jeg er nede i byen. Maybe I'm talking to my husband on the phone and he's saying, oh, where are you? Jeg er nede i byen. I'm downtown. It's also like that in English. Whether you're actually going down, in my case, it actually is going down. I live at the top of a hill, so it really is going downtown. But that is a word in English, right? And it's also kind of a word in Danish. Jeg er nede i byen. Meaning I'm going grocery shopping or shopping something else. Yeah. Jeg er nede. I'm down. Wherever that is. Some sort of frame. A supermarket. A downtown place. A beach. Jeg er nede på stranden. Jeg er nede på stranden. I'm down at the beach. It could be anything. Yeah. I think you get the idea. So just summing up here. When you move from one place to another, it's the short version, the short form of the word. Yeah, up, ned, ind, ud. And when you are at a certain place, you're staying there. You could be walking around. Doesn't mean you have to stand still. Yeah, you could be walking around, but there's some sort of place where you are. Nature, a festival, wherever. That is the more static one. That is the longer version. Yeah. The longer conjugation, the longer spelling of the word, yeah? Then there is the word hen and hende. And again here, it could be hen, yeah? We use it the same way. It is a direction word when it's short, hen. Jeg går hen til min ven. I'm going to meet my friend. I'm going to my friend's place, probably. Ja, jeg går hen til min ven. Jeg er henne hos min ven. Jeg er henne i biografen. Ja, at the cinema. So that is also how we conjugate it. And you could say hen til min ven. Hen på skolen, the school. Hen i biografen, børnehaven. Yeah, so note that places in Denmark, whenever you are going somewhere, there's a preposition that you need to find out what is. Yeah, is it på, i, til, wherever. Yeah. So when it's hen, you can use til, på, i. When it's only henne, you can't use til because you are already at a place. You're not moving yourself from one place to the other, from A to B. You're already there. Yeah. So you're not using til, but you could say på. Jeg er henne på skolen. I'm at the school. Jeg er henne i biografen. Jeg er i biografen. Jeg er henne i børnehaven. I'm at their kindergarten. Yeah. Jeg er henne i. So note that there are prepositions that you need to figure out. Yeah. But that is also the short version for moving and the longer one for being at a place. Yeah. Now, with the hen word, you could also use her and der. And I'm just going to show you what I'm going to talk about. So I'm just going to do like this. All of these. Yeah. Her could be with these words that I just mentioned, either in the short form or the longer form. I just put the short form here for here and the longer ones for there, but actually you could put them all together. Yeah, so I could say kom herind, meaning I am at a certain place and you're not, and I'm asking you to get in here. Kom herind. Herind. Her. Here. H-E-R. That means here. Yeah. Her. In here. Yeah. So I'm using the short one because I want you to move, or I want myself to move. Herud. So the person speaking is normally already there and want something to happen, someone, something to be there as well. Kom herind, kom herud, kom herop. It could also be a place in a city or a country, yeah? Say I'm at Skagen, the very top of Denmark in Jutland, yeah? Say I'm there, I'm having my holiday there, and I want you, my friend, to come out and visit me. Kom herop, come up til Skagen. That is what I mean, yeah? So it's a geographical kind of speaking. We do that a lot in Denmark, and sometimes people use it wrong, but they tend to say that vi kører ned til Slagelse, vi kører op til Skagen, vi kører over til Aarhus. Depending on where you are in the country, of course, yeah? Kom herop, kom herned, kom herhen, wherever that is, yeah? I could also say, jeg er, vi er, de er. Jeg er, vi er, herinde, longer version, herude, in the garden, heroppe, first floor, hernede, the basement. Maybe we're having a party at the basement. Maybe there's a party room down there. Who knows? Some older houses actually have that with a bar and everything. Kom herhen. I'm at this great festival. I'm at this great concert outdoors or indoors or a museum. Kom herhen. Det er rigtig, virkelig spændende. Det er virkelig spændende. Det er rigtig interessant. Kom herhen. Come here. Come to me. Be with me. Yeah? Short version. Herhen. And jeg er herhenne. Vi er herhenne. Vi er heroppe. I use the longer version for when we are, when I am, when you are, we all are inside some sort of frame. Yeah? That is here. Meaning I'm already there myself, or someone else is that I can talk about, yeah? Der, D-E-R, is either da or der, and H-E-R is either her or ha, herhen, herhen, yeah? It differs how people pronounce it, yeah? It's the same thing. But now I'm away from something, I'm outside of something. De er derinde, they are inside, but I'm not. And I'm talking to someone who's not either. De er derinde, long version, yeah? Long conjugation. Derinde with an E. De er derinde, der, meaning there. Yeah? Not here, there. De er derinde, de er deroppe. Han er dernede. Hun er derhenne. Over there. Somewhere. It could be long, yeah? Over there in England. Over there in Aarhus if I live on Fyn or Zealand, Sjælland, yeah? Depends on where you are. That's also ways that you could use these words in, inde, op, oppe, and so on, yeah? And from the last video, hjemme, herhjemme, derhjemme, yeah? Watch that video too. I hope that you got something out of this video. I hope that I haven't confused you too much. Again, please like and subscribe. And remember, I am also a Danish teacher. So if you would like a Danish course with me, then write to tina@danishmatters.dk. And I teach mostly online. Yeah. So even if you are at Aarhus, in Aarhus, and I'm on Zealand, Sjælland, we can still work together. Yeah. I've taught people from all over the world since 2009. I've seen everything. I've heard everything. So don't be shy. Don't be nervous. I can help you with your Danish. I've taught at all levels. I teach pronunciation as well. Yeah. So get in touch with me by writing to tina@danishmatters.dk. And I just got left to say, happy Danish learning.